have a water pump go or things of that nature. The thing I like about Toyota is the way that the company stands behind their product. If there's a bad engine, they will replace it. If there's a bad frame, they will replace it. Honda's not quite as liberal, but they aren't bad. Hyundai gives you a nice 5-year, 50,000-mile warranty. We got one in today with the code, what is it, Tony? 1326, I think.
Yeah, P1326 knock sensor code.
And as we did a little bit of research on it, we found two things: that she was covered 5 years, 60,000 miles, and they may have to replace the engine. And they will step up to the plate, and they will do it right.
Well,
how many years do you plan to keep the car?
I was hoping maybe 10. I mean, right now, I believe it or not, I drive a 2004 Buick Century that, through using synthetic oil and keeping up on the fluids, it runs fine. But, you know, I'd like to kind of swap that out for a little more.
You want to move up.
Right, and I think that the newer car is going to be a more efficient car for you. So those were the three that I really like. How about you, Tone?
I think that the Toyota Camrys are nice. Get a nice V6 Camry.
Didn't your mom just buy a brand new car too?
Yes, my mom just went and I actually got her to buy a 2020 Toyota Corolla, and she absolutely loves this vehicle. And my mother
it's not too complicated
has
for
been driving
the newer
Chryslers for the last 20 years. And for her to get out of her Chrysler into a Toyota was a major step for her. She's absolutely loves it.
All right, Paul, you got some info. I hope it works for you, okay?
Okay, pal. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Let's go next to Daniel in Ohio. Daniel in Ohio, you're next on Nice High with Larry and Tony, the WBZ car guys from Route 1 Auto Service in Peabody. Go ahead, Daniel.
Yes, good evening, gentlemen. So,
good evening, Daniel.
My question is, I have an 18-year-old truck. It's a 2002 Chevrolet Silverado, 2,500 heavy-duty, crew cab long bed. It's 21 feet long. It's a big truck. But the thing that makes it special is I special ordered it in 2002 to get the manual transmission because that's all I've ever driven. I learned how to drive on manual transmissions many years ago, and that's what I love. But that's not my question. My question is it's starting to, get some cancer per se. And I know one of the things that people do up here in Ohio, or I should say down here in Ohio, they get what they call an oil spray. And what is your experience with that? And do you think it helps prevent, corrosion, especially during the winter?
Well, I just recently had a similar job done on my 19 Ford F-250, and I looked at the oil spray that you're talking about, and it's something that has to be done on a regular basis. That's number one. Number two, they will pick up dirt. They really don't dry hard. We had our friends over at Line-X in Woburn, Massachusetts, not even close to where you are. They have a special spray. It's a paraffin-based spray that they use on the bottom of the vehicle, and it absolutely coats everything. It goes inside the doors, inside the rocker panels, inside the frame, behind the bumper, everywhere. The oil one is not bad, but you must recognize that you're going to be doing it every year.
And the other thing with the oil spray that they put up in there, they spray it on everything. And if you have problems with oil leaks on that vehicle, not to say that you do, or on any of the suspension components or anything of that nature, it makes it very hard to find where the problem's coming from. Just like Larry said,
I know my personal mechanic has told me the same thing. Yep. Yeah, he's told me the exact same thing. He says you get the oil spray and then you have some kind of a leak, it's going to be really hard to figure out where that leak is coming from if the whole underneath of it is covered in oil.
All right, Dan, you got a good answer. Thanks for your call. Appreciate it very much.
There's one other point I'd like to make. And
you got to make it quickly, though. I want to get another call in before the break. Make it quickly, please.
I understand, but that's just people out there that have four-wheel drive. They need to realize four-wheel drive helps you go. It doesn't help you stop. You know,
exactly.
Because when you think
right on.
Because when you think about it, all vehicles are four-wheel drive when it comes to stopping because there's brakes on all four wheels. Tires stop the vehicle, brakes don't. So
there you go. Great answer. Happy Hanukkah and Merry Christmas to you, Dan.
Merry Christmas to you, sir. Thank you.
Thanks,
Merry Christmas, Dan.
Have a great night. Chuck in Holbrook. Chuck, we're catching up here. Go ahead, Chuck. You're next on Nightside.
Hey, guys. Quick question. I have a 2017 Chevy Silverado. It's a big four-door crew cab, 6-foot bed in the back. It's great. Love the truck. But every once in a while, I have an issue where when you start to slow down, it will, as it downshifts by itself, automatic transmission. But when it goes from like 3 to 2 to 1, every once in a while you get this weird banging noise, and it'll happen like for that one day, and then you won't have it happen again for months and months, and then all of a sudden it might do it, one other random day. Just wondering if you guys have heard of that or have any info on it.
Tony, I'm tending to lean towards a rear diff issue.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Like you might have a spider gear or something in the rear that might be getting ready to go. Hold on one second.
But
I've actually looked online and saw that there was a lot of other people that had kind of the same problem. So, just wondering if you've ever seen it.
We have not had to fix one of those over at our shop. But if you put it onto a drive-on lift and you raise it properly and you run it up on the lift using a stethoscope, you can almost always find where the noise emanates from. Have you ever had your rear diff serviced?
No, I haven't.
How many miles on it?
Just over 42,000.
All right, well, one of the things that you want to have your tech do is to take a look at the condition of the rear diff fluid. Does it smell burnt? Does it feel like there's little chunks of metal in it? So you want to do that, and you want to run it up on the lift, and hopefully that noise will come back, and your tech will be able to see it. Because you know what? You could even have a loose center bearing on the drive shaft. As my memory serves me, that's a 2-part drive shaft.
Yes.
And it does.
Yes.
And it does.
You could have a carrier bearing that could be making noise.
Carrier bearing could be gone. His drive shaft splines could be dry too. It could be as simple as that. The first thing is to get it up on the lift, see if you can hear it, and check the condition of the rear differential fluid.
All right, Chuck. Hope that helps.
All right. Thanks. Appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Okay, folks, we've come to the end of this hour, but we're going to stay with Larry, or Larry and Tony are going to stay with us. If you're on the line, Nick, Mary, and Colleen, you're going to be first up. If you're not, give us a call, 617-254-1030, 888-929-1030. These gentlemen are spending some time, and they will answer your questions. Just give them a call. We'll be here on the other side of the 11 o'clock news with Don Huff for the final hour of this edition of Nightside. And let me tell you, Larry and Tony, you guys are good tonight. No one stumped you. Not that they're trying to stump you, that's for sure, but thank you so much, and we'll give you about a 5 or 6 minute break, and we'll be back with more callers right after dawn in the 11 o'clock news.
Salesforce presents a mini meditation. Unplug your mind, Minneapolis, leaving all your devices to their own devices. Ignore your smartphones, headphones, tablets, gadgets. Let them all recharge so you can refocus on your customer. On your path to customer success, focus your teams with a single 360-degree view of your customer with Salesforce Customer 360. Find customer focus at salesforce.com/360.